Hi, welcome back everyone. Welcome to this evening's basic flow class. And I just want to start off by saying basic by no means translates to easy. Often it's a really beautiful practice to come back to the basics, back to the foundations, and see where we can find challenge, find space, find opportunities for growth in these a bit more basic sequences and movements and foundational postures. So I invite you to move through maybe postures that are familiar in your body, but to approach them in a completely new way. Find the little spaces and places in your body that can be ignited, fired up, and engaged with a fresh perspective, and use this basic flow to bring in some creativity of the mind, openness of the heart, and make it yours. Invitation to, of course, modify anything that's offered, as always. So if you want to take one of these foundational poses, if you want to tone it back a bit, or if you want to add anything on, this is your practice and your flow. So I will lay the groundwork, but the rest of it is all up to you. Enjoy. So as always, we'll start in an easy seat. Closing your eyes, finding length in the spine, openness in the heart. Bringing one hand over your chest, one hand over your belly. And first, let's just identify these two spaces as significant, energetic, as well as physical parts of our body. So our belly, of course, being where we digest, where we breathe deep. Our heart being where we love, where we open. Our belly, the place where we started our life. And the heart, the place that keeps us alive. So connecting with these two basic, foundational, yet significant places within our body. Finding a little bit more space, a little bit more depth. Now breathing into the belly, feel your palm rise up. Breathe into the heart. Create the same sensation here. Breathe out through the heart, deflate, out through the belly. In through the belly, in through the heart, out through the heart, out through the belly. 2 more times like this on your own. Seeing where you feel the most connected. Seeing where your mind goes when you bring intention into these two spaces. Seeing if your back can expand at the same time. Breathing here. And when you finish up your last round, bringing your hands to heart center. Taking a moment to set an intention for your practice. And maybe that intention mirrors where we're at with our lives right now. Coming back to the basics, back to the foundations. And recognizing that doing that is not easy. Basic does not mean easy. Taking a deep inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Breathe in one more time. Breathe in deep. Exhale, opening the eyes. Placing your feet out in front of you, so uncrossing the legs. Good. Finding the connection of the heels to the mat. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Breathe in, grow long in the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine, curling down. Your back lies flat, spine is lengthened. Arms sweep up over your head. Option to lengthen your legs here as well. Breathe in, reaches you back up to sit. Exhale, rolling back down through a rounded spine, reaching up and over your head. Inhale here once more, maybe reaching a little past your toes. Exhale, rounding back down, lengthening arms, sweep over your head. Inhale brings you back up to a seated position. Reach, reach, reach. Moving like we're moving towards a forward fold, but keeping our arms lifted, gaze forward, spine long. Inhale, flexing the feet, reaching the fingertips forward. Exhale here. Inhale, lifts you back up, arms reach up high. Exhale, placing your hands down beside you, crossing the feet, and coming up and over yourself onto all fours. Moving through some cat and cows here. Inhale, arch the spine, heart space moves forward. Exhale, round. Belly button towards spine, gaze towards belly button. Inhale, reaching the heart space, broadening through the seat. Exhale, pressing palms into mat, doming out the upper back. 2 more times like this, really making it your own, swiveling out the hips, rolling through the head. Staying connected with your breath. And then finding a neutral spine. Inhale, the right arm sweeps up high to the sky. Press into the left palm, reach up through the right fingertips. Exhale, begin to rotate the wrists to the right. Inhale, lengthen here once more, feel the twist. Exhale, go ahead and thread the needle. Send the right hand underneath you and through the left palm and knee, coming onto the right shoulder. Your cheek can be rested on the mat. And then your left palm can move towards the front of your mat. So crawling your left fingertips out. Feeling that left side body stretch as well as that right shoulder opener. Taking a few deep breaths here. Every inhale, you're breathing into your shoulder space. Every exhale, you're melting into this shape. Inhale, crawling your left fingertips back towards your body, placing your left palm on the ground. Exhaling here. Inhale, sweeping your right arm back up high towards the sky. Exhale, rolling out your wrist in the opposite direction. Inhale, lifting up here once more. Exhale, placing the hand back down on the mat. Moving on to the left side. Inhale, sweeping that left arm up high, reaching through the fingertips, pressing through the right palm. Exhale, rotating out the wrist. Inhale, lifts your fingertips, rotates your heart a little longer. Exhale, scooping the hand in towards you, sending it between that right palm and right knee. Moving on to the shoulder of this side. Your cheek is on the mat. And then you can begin to walk your right fingertips out long. Maybe gently guiding your right hip back. Breathing deep. Visualizing sending that breath into the left shoulder space. Begin to crawl your right fingertips back towards your body, finding a connection palm to mat. And then inhale, sweeping the left arm back up high to the sky. Gaze up towards the left fingertips. And then rotating the wrist in the other direction. Inhale, lift here once more. Fingertips towards sky. Heart is open. Exhale, placing the hand back down on the mat. Inhaling here. Exhale, step back, high plank. Finding this foundational pose, spreading all 10 fingers wide, pressing through the palms, pressing through the knuckles. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high, heels low. Taking a few moments in our down dog, pedaling out the feet, swaying from side to side. And then finding stillness. Bending the knees to lift the hips up 2 inches higher. Rotating armpits in towards face. Length through the spine. Neck is heavy. Head is heavy. Inhale, lifting high onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, take baby steps to the top of the mat. We'll meet in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, flat spine, heart is forward. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, planting the left palm on the mat, spinning that right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, switch. Right hand replaces left, bending the right knee, sending the left arm up towards the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, coming back down to center. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to the sky. Urdhva Hastasana, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Inhale, reach up, look up, back bend if you choose. Exhale, forward fold, wash it out, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Inhaling here, press the mat away, shift shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lowering down halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana, or coming down onto your knees. Inhaling through your up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving through this Sun A variation a bit more quickly this time. Inhale, lifting the heels up high. Exhale, step or float to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Placing the left palm on the mat. Inhale, right arm sweeps up high. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm sweeps up high. Exhale, placing it back down on the mat. Inhale, root to rise, reach up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Inhale, reach up, look up, back bend. Exhale, forward fold, wash it out. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float back and travel through your vinyasa. If you're floating back, ensuring you're meeting in the chaturanga. Pedaling out the feet in your down dog, washing that out. And then coming to stillness, breathing deep. Remembering to stay present, to stay with the breath, working on the basics, the foundations of our practice. So maybe finding that ujjayi breath or that oceanic-like sound. Inhale, sending your right leg up high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe swivel through the ankle or the knee. Inhale, lifting the right leg back up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, hover and curl. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot through, low lunge. Inhaling here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, spinning the left heel down to the mat, coming into warrior two legs. And then spinning the cartwheeling your arms up to warrior two. Inhale, reach the arms away. Exhale, sink a little deeper in that front knee. Inhale, flip the front palm. Reach forward, up and back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Lifting up through the right side body. Inhale, reverse your warrior, lengthen. Exhale, side angle. Taking any variations which feel good for you here. We're going to stay in this side angle pose. Find that long line of energy from the left heel through the crown of the head. Inhale brings you back to warrior two. Exhale, sinking a little bit deeper into that right knee. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, reverse triangle. Lifting up on both kneecaps, engage the legs. Inhaling here once more, reach a little bit longer. Exhale, triangle pose. So reaching forward, forward, forward with that right hand. Hiking your hips back. And then you can melt down. So your right hand finds your right shin a block or the ground. Staying lifted through the right side body. Reaching up through the left fingertips. Gazes towards the left palm. Pressing into both heels and energetically pulling them in towards each other. Rotating your heart space towards the ceiling. Shoulders are stacked. Breathing here. Inhale, lengthen, expand, take up space in this shape. Exhale to arrive, finding those micro movements, those adjustments, finding something new in this shape. Inhale lifts you back up to stand through straight legs. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. We're in a low lunge. Inhaling here. Exhale, placing the left palm on the mat. Inhale, sweeps your right arm up high. Exhaling here. Inhale, reaches you a little longer. Lift up through the left hip, high on the ball of the left foot. Exhale, cartwheeling the hand back down to the ground. Step back and travel through your flow. Coming back to our down dog. Coming back to our breath. Back to the foundations of our practice. Inhale, lifts the left leg up high, three-legged dog, heel to ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. See where you can find a little more space in this shape. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, hover and curl, tiger curl. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot through, low lunge. Inhale, finding length in the spine, energy out through the crown of the head. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling here once more. Exhale, spinning the right heel down to the mat, setting up for warrior two. Inhale, cartwheels the arms open to warrior two, lift up. Exhale, arrive, settle. Bend a little deeper into that left knee. Staying in this posture for a few rounds of breath. Finding the places where we can bring a fresh perspective into these poses that we may have done once or may have done 1,000 times. How can we arrive into them in a completely different way? Bring uniqueness, freshness, and an open mind. As every posture, though it may be the same in the foundation, is completely unique in the experiences. That's such a beauty of this basic flow. Inhale, flip the front palm. Reach it forward, up and back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, moving into side angle. Any variation, arm can be up high or extended out in front of you. Inhale, side angle, keeping your legs strong and stable. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle, and we'll stay here. So lifting up through the left side body, pressing into the outer edge of the right foot. Where can you find space? How can you make this posture completely new? Inhale brings you back to warrior two. Exhaling here. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Tip back, reverse your triangle. Exhale, melt your shoulders down your spine. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen from the left heel to the left fingertips. Exhale, moving into triangle Trikonasana on this side. Reaching forward, forward, forward. And allowing the hips to move back, back, back. And then tipping down, finding Trikonasana triangle pose on this side. Staying engaged in the legs, lift into the heart, long in the spine. So think of it as though your left side body is lifting up to hold you in this shape, and your right ribs are melting down towards your spine, towards your left side. So when we shift our perspective in a pose we've done so many times, when we think of this pose as a left side body stretch instead of a right, things start to change. Using our mind, using our perspective to allow a change on a physical level in the body. Inhale brings you back up to stand through straight legs. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat, low lunge. Inhaling here, pressing into the ball of the right foot, lifting through that right hip. Exhale, placing the right hand down on the mat, finding a base, a place of stability. Inhale, left arm sweeps up high to the sky. Exhaling here, finding that opposition. The reach of the left hand, the press of the right palm. Staying high on the ball of the back foot. Not dipping or sinking into that right hip, instead lifting it up in space. Inhaling here once more. Exhale, placing the left hand down to the mat. Step back, high plank, and travel through your vinyasa. Meeting in a down dog. How can you arrive here like it's the first time? How can you find that excitement, that curiosity, that sense of wonder in a posture that we may have done many of times? Inhale, right leg sweeps up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl, knee to nose, dome out the back. Inhale, three-legged dog, lengthen and lift. Exhale, tiger curl, knee to nose, crunch it in. Inhale, three-legged dog. Last time, tiger curl. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, lizard lunge, so stepping the right foot outside of the right palm. And then maybe begin to chug back and forth. Moving on the ball of the left foot. And then finding some stillness here. Inhaling here. Exhale. Inhale. Lifting the back leg, moving into Malasana. Exhale. Placing hands to heart center. Allowing your knees to be pointing in the same direction of your toes. Sinking deep in the hips, lifted through the heart. Lengthen the spine. Using the connection of the palms to draw your energy inward. Finding that midline that runs through your body. And gently using your elbows to guide your knees a little bit more outward towards the edges of your mat. Inhale here once more. Exhale, take a wide-legged forward fold. Begin to toe heel the feet back to hip width distance. And forward fold. Taking peace fingers, so your pointer and your middle finger, and wrapping them around your big toes for a yogi toe lock. Inhale, coming to a flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Using a slight strength of the arms to gently guide your head closer towards the earth. There's a micro bend in the knees, actively lifting through the hips, opening up the backs of the legs. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, remove the grip of the toes, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, hips high, arms reach out long. Exhale here. Be in this pose for 3 more full rounds of breath. Breathing in to lift through the heart, extend through the spine. Exhale, sinking the hips a little lower, pouring weight into the heels. Inhale, knitting the lower ribs together. Exhale. Feeling the fire of this basic foundational pose build up. Inhaling here once more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float back, travel through your flow. Meeting in down dog. Guiding heart towards the tops of the thighs by pressing into the palms. Inhale, ripples you forward to high plank. Exhale, child's pose. Drop the knees out wide. Sink hips towards heels. Maybe in this child's pose, you think back to a childlike version of yourself. Maybe how basic, how foundational things seemed at that time. Swaying the hips from side to side. Maybe the forehead follows. And then inhale, coming back up to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl, knee to nose, hover and crunch. Inhale, three-legged dog, lengthen through the heel. Exhale, tiger curl, suck it up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, one last tiger curl, pull the knee in, press through the palms. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, lizard lunge. So left foot steps outside of left palm. And then you can begin to rock forward and back. Opening up the hips. Keeping a long spine. Gaze is forward and down. Your next inhale brings your your right foot outside of your right palm. And exhale into your Malasana squat. And I walked you through this on this side. So closing your eyes here. Feeling into this posture. This deep hip opener, heart expander.
Set your intention. Dream with care. Tomorrow's a new day for everyone.
What feels new? What feels fresh? And at the same time, maybe recognizing what feels like home. What feels comfortable and easy in a beautiful way. In a posture that we come back to time and time again. Inhaling here once more, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, take a wide-legged forward fold. Beginning to heel toe our feet back to hip width distance. Exhale, forward fold.
Direction of the birds.
Placing your palms underneath your feet. Using the ball of the feet to maybe massage out that meaty part of the palm. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Again, using the strength of the arms to fold you a little deeper. Option to close the eyes. Maybe sway the head. No. And then shake the head, yes.
When you feel life coming down on you like a heavy weight. When you feel this crazy society.
Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, remove the palms from underneath the feet. And fold here once more.
Many wounds have risen and fallen long.
Inhale, chair
Which way
pose.
is the window?
Exhale, arrive into this posture. Option to keep your arms extended. Maybe bringing your hands to heart center to give your shoulders a rest. Taking 3 rounds of deep breath. Moving through this posture on your own. My voice will come back when you're ready to move on. One more deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Let it go. Wash that out.
When this day is done.
Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, high plank. Inhaling here. Exhale, child's pose. Knees wide, hips low. Forehead to the mat.
I've seen people holding on.
Inhale, coming back to all fours. Exhale, crossing the ankles, sitting back into a seat, and then allowing the legs to come out long. Placing the feet on the mat. rolling down slowly through a rounded spine, setting up for bridge pose. So lengthening your arms so the fingertips can graze the backs of the heels. Feet are hip-width distance. Shoulders are connected to the mat. Head is heavy. Inhale, lifting the hips up high. Exhale, pressing through the heels. Inhaling here once more. Lift, lift, lift. Breathe in through the front body. Exhale, lowering down through a rounded spine. Inhale, bringing your knees to center. Exhale, taking a spinal twist of your choice. So bringing in some options of creativity into this posture that we revisit often in our practice. What can you rearrange in your body in this shape so it best fits you? Inhale, bringing your knees back to center. Exhale, allowing them to fall up and over to the other side. Playing with some options here. Making this yours. Inhale, the knees come back to center. Giving yourself a final squeeze. Exhale, Shavasana. Legs out long, arms out wide. The ultimate experience of arriving into this posture that we end our practice in every time. Coming in to this pose, completely new. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Taking as much time as you need here. Of course, always an option to stay in Shavasana in the warmth and comfort of your own space as long as you would like. If you're ready to come out, bringing some gentle movement back into the body. Moving the fingers, the toes, rotating wrists and ankles. Maybe taking a full body stretch. And then rolling over to one side. Pausing here for a moment. And pressing gently up to a seated position. Returning back to where we started. Back to the basics. But with so much freshness. Feeling the effects of our practice ripple through our body. Taking note of any difference that you have created for yourself here on your mat. Noting how powerful a basic practice can be. Bringing your hands to heart center. Honoring yourself for showing up, for moving, for breathing, for being. Honoring the intention that you brought forward with you here today on your mat. And honoring the practice of moving through habits, experiences, shapes, thoughts that we may return to time and time again. Moving through the practice of approaching them with freshness, openness, love, energy, and joy. Thank you so much for practicing with me here today. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. This is a theme that I was really looking forward to delivering today, as it resonates really deep with me right now, as you know, we're moving through a lot of the same experiences from day to day right now, as we're limited to how much we can do. So how can we make that midday walk that we take every day to get some fresh air, how can we make that new and exciting and unique each time that we move through it? Thank you so much. See you next time. Namaste.